Hello there, my beautiful collective. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Oh my goodness. In the pre-shuffle, Aries came out in reverse, so Aries might be going retrograde when it comes to your individual astrology. So, what's your favorite astrologer? You got the King of Cups, the High Priestess, there's the Emperor, the King of Wands, the Ace of Swords. There's a change of plans. There's a change of plans. Something to do with Aries. So, I don't know if you're dealing with an Aries in particular, or those of you with strong Aries rising, Aries moon. Page of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles there with the Ace of Cups. Oh, mindful of a premature celebration about something. That could be why the Emperor isn't happy. Current energy is the Fool. I don't feel like you're going to, premature celebrations. Premature celebrations. Hey, what's your favorite astrologer? Oh, there's Virgo. Virgo and Aries. Hey. Virgo and Aries in like opposition to each other. That makes sense. Virgo's energy, Virgo's kind of the wild card, but at the same time, Virgo is going to be rather self-centered when it comes to their choices, which is actually a good thing for Virgo. Maybe not so much for this Emperor vibe. Is this a work situation? Yep, it's a work situation. So take what's yours and leave what's not. So the High Priestess is HR. Oh, some of you, this is going on in the workplace that you're not even aware of. This is given the vibe of HR like somebody else for an option or an opportunity, but the boss is sort of focused on someone else. So that kind of explains that Two of Pentacle energy. Someone made an offer or made an opportunity, and now they're going to have to go back on it because they can't follow through with it. Ooh, this is a messy work situation. I feel like it works out for you, but you're not aware of it. So interviews, auditions, all that good stuff, and then let go, let God, let go, let the universe, however your philosophy is on it. Aries, you got the Seven of Cups, there's Libra, there's the Page of Swords, and there's the Gemini vibe. Oh my goodness, some of you, it's far better that you don't get that option or you don't get that opportunity or you're not part of this messy... The plan's gone awry when it comes to this. Someone's plan has gone awry. I don't know if the Aries made a decision on something or the HR person here made a decision on something. Those of you that's cross-watching a little too much and you're not liking the vibes, mindful of the cross-watching energy. Aries is like in retrograde. It feels like Aries is in like retrograde. And Virgo is starting to be the prominent one. Over Virgo is the Hangman vibe. Over Gemini is the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, so you would be having options. You would be having opportunities. The things are still yet undecided. There's some kind of weird vibe going on here. This is like HR wants someone for a position or an opportunity, and then the boss wants someone for a position and an opportunity. And neither one of them might be focused on you, but it feels like you get the better option or you get the better opportunity here. Yeah, let go, let God, let go, let the universe. Interview, audition, and just give it your best and move on to the next. I don't feel like you'd want to be working in a situation like this, some of you. Because there's a lot of... kind of feels like a lot of drama between HR and the boss energy here. Two of Swords, there to the Ten of Swords. To the Chariot, to the Five of Pentacles. You're like the better option, the better opportunity, but you don't get chosen for the option or chosen for the opportunity. But it doesn't have anything to do with you. It doesn't have anything to do with you. The Virgo, Virgo kind of coming across as a little self-centered. Virgo always carries the Aquarius star. So, look, you could have an interesting opportunity show up, or some of you, this almost seems like an option or opportunity wants to come back around to you. But honestly, it would be more of a stagnant sort of situation than what it would bring about much growth. So, yeah, hiding behind that Three of Pentacles is the Tower vibes. Whoever keeps cross-watching a situation, thinking that it's going to get better, but it doesn't. Ooh. Interview, audition, let go, let God, let go, let the universe, do your best. And some of you, just because that option or that opportunity comes back around, Virgo and Aries are like in retrograde with each other, which is odd. So what's your favorite astrologer? Those of you who are strong, Virgo and Leo, the Virgo and Leo vibes is kind of sit your ass down and make smart choices. And some of you, I don't know, you probably might not want to deal with that Emperor or that HR person again. They're kind of stuck. And that would just leave to you being stuck in a shitty option or a shitty opportunity with you doing more of the work. Ooh, Page of Wands to the Queen of Wands. There to the Queen of Cups. You're not the first choice, you're not the second choice, but you're the better choice. But at the same time, there's a lot of bitterness when it comes to you getting that option or you getting that opportunity. It's definitely not a reconciliation vibe, and definitely, just because the opportunity shows up doesn't necessarily mean you need to take it. This is just way too messy. This is way too messy. Ooh, clear the energy on this. So, that's a really messy work situation. You're not aware of this. I don't feel like you're aware of this. This isn't like a conversation that you would be having, because why would you? That's a really messy work environment, though. It's a really messy work environment when HR and the boss don't get along well. Now, those of you, the High Priestess energy, whoever keeps cross-watching, thinking that something's a great idea, but it's not. So, I mean, take what's yours and leave what's not. Some of you, it's better that things don't work out. Move on to the next. Because things are still way too messy. Capricorn, what's up with you? All right, thank y'all for showing up. You can hit the like button. I would appreciate it. Capricorn, what's up with you? Eight of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, the Ten of Swords, Ten of Pentacles. Ooh, a lot of change coming up for you. Those of you who are strong, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, rising moon, Venus. There's the Seven of Cups. You could be getting single, or some of you could be getting out of a situational ship type energy here with that Ten of Pentacles. With the Ten of Swords up there and the Ten of Pentacles, this could be like a family vibe. Or those of you, maybe you're getting out of working for a family business and going to go into something a little bit more corporate because it's a little less messy. You don't have to deal with, yeah, some of you, you're dealing with someone who has that position because of who they know instead of their gifts, talents, or abilities, right? Capricorn. There's Libra, there's the Page of Swords, there's the Lover's vibe, there's the Seven of Pentacles. Capricorn, you need to tread lightly in a situation here. This is, you need to be mindful of snakes. You need to be mindful of snakes. Just like situational awareness on this. This isn't something that should overwhelm you. But if you live somewhere where its snakes are coming out, you need to pay attention to this, right? Ooh. Honestly, with Libra there, the Page of Swords there to the Geminis, this is like rattlesnake vibes, loves. This is like rattlesnake vibes. Yeah, don't go out of your way. Don't go out of your way. So don't be sticking your hand in the bush type energy here, right? So, oh. Yeah, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, that makes sense. There's Leo, there's the Three of Pentacles, there's the Cancer vibes. There's the Five of Pentacles. Lord have mercy, Capricorn. You're coming from something I feel isn't like a healthy relationship or partnership. That could be why you're picking up on the snake energy, the Caduceus vibe. You're dealing with more of a rattlesnake energy, honestly, with Libra and Gemini showing up there. That's two air signs, so that's you're in rattlesnake country here. So take your time with something. It feels more like rattlesnake than maybe copperhead, but with the Seven of Cups, some of you, this could be water moccasin. It's dependent upon where you're at in the world geographically and what you need to pay attention to here. You know what, honestly, with that Seven of Cups there to that Seven of Pentacles, Capricorn, this is like if you encounter one snake, there's always going to be another one. So maybe now's the best time for you to stay single. Stay single, or at least be mindful before you invest in a situation, option, or opportunity here. I don't know if you're getting single. This has to do with you getting out of a working kind of friendship or working romantic relationship or partnership, or those of you in like a family business where it's not exactly your gifts, talents, or abilities that get you promoted. It's kind of basically who you know. All right, between the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles is the Nine of Swords. I don't know. That's those of you with no, like, absolutely zero situational awareness. See, now you're getting the Runaway Bride vibes. But remember the scene in Runaway Bride where they cut across the field and they run so they could avoid the snakes? It's kind of given that vibe. Snake energy is given Virgo. There's the Wheel of Fortune. There's the Eight of Swords. There's the Four of Wands. Oh. There's some kind of achievement or goal. I feel like you should be, I don't know if you're taking classes or you're just getting out of, some of you, maybe it's learning like work-love-life balance here. But you need to make sure that you maintain the momentum once you start moving forward, and you're just very it's like situational awareness more than anything. It's should be street smart and wise. Street smart and wise. Because you're dealing with rattlesnakes here. I feel like you're used to that with Leo and the Chariot vibes here. So these are people that have a lot of arguments. These are people that are very vocal. This is arguments in the, it feels like a workplace vibe, but Capricorn, those of you that you start fucking somebody and then you try to work with them, or you allow those people to just sort of intertwine into your life, be mindful of that shit. Work is work, dating is dating, friendship is friendship, and none of them should kind of cross over. So you need to be mindful of the crossover vibes here. You're getting snakes on the path. So you need to make sure that you pay attention to what you need to pay attention to wherever the fuck you're at. So that way you avoid that. Especially if that's what you need to pay attention to. If you're new to a place and they have a snake problem, or you have to pay attention to that, you really do need to pay attention to that. So I feel like there's signs. None of this is overwhelming. It's just if you're not paying attention. Don't go out of one and go into another one without taking at least 5 to 7 days, weeks, months, years in between, so that way you don't allow yourself to stay stuck or stagnant. That kind of depends upon how long you've been in that shitty situation or that shitty job, or those of you that don't know how to separate your romantic life or your friendships from your work, the work that you do. Some of you just getting out of family businesses. There's Sagittarius, yeah, Temperance Angel, sit your ass down for a minute. Yeah, Four of Swords, sit your ass down for a minute. You still have snake vibes here. You still have snake vibes. Lord have mercy, Capricorn. Queen of Swords, the 8 of Wands to the 7 of Wands. To the 5 of Wands. This gives you headache, heartburn, or indigestion. Or some of you, this wasn't like a healthy situation for you to be in anyway, Capricorn. None of it was healthy. None of it was healthy. Who are you celebrating with and why? It's kind of the same regurgitated energy here. So... Ooh, Capricorn. Like, really? You are getting the runaway bride, but it's the scene where they do they're running across the field and they're running fast so they avoid snakes. But it's kind of situational awareness energy. The snakes isn't the vibe. It's just you know that that's something that you need to pay attention to, right? Those of you with the 7 of Pentacles, I mean, wherever the fuck you're at geographically and what you need to pay attention to is what you need to pay attention to. That shouldn't be what overwhelms you. It's just when you become complacent and you stop paying attention to what you need to pay attention to. I feel like you're on the path, you're on the trail, and then the snakes, but you need to be mindful. You need to be mindful. Oh, Sagittarius, there's Pisces, there's the Ace of Wands. Some of you need like a walking stick or like guidance here. So, I mean, seriously, some of you, if you're somewhere where you have to contend with something that's venomous, you know, a walking stick. Mindful that you don't get complacent on that as well. So there's something here with like a codependency that you need to be mindful of as well. You're given the snake energy, but I feel like it needs to be like the healthy vibes of that, like you would see in the Caduceus, the 2 of Cups. Ace of Swords, the Emperor, 6 of Pentacles, Aquarius, 2 of Wands. Where's the 2 of Cups with you? Where's the 2 of Cups with you? Well, sweet Jesus, everything but the 2 of Cups, huh? Seriously? You need to be single for a minute, Capricorn. You need to be single for a minute. Ten of Wands, the Two of Cups, there to the Empress vibe. Pay attention to what horse Chinese astrology is doing for you, Capricorn, because it feels like you need to stay off your high horse or mindful of the high horse vibe here until you understand something. But it's more like the horse energy. So I don't know if you're dealing with a horse in Chinese astrology, or this is the year of the horse. Focus on happy, healthy relationships or partnerships and put yourself front and center here. Because there's something you need to be working on that's basically all about you. Capricorn, I feel like you need to be out there creating your own work options or creating your own work opportunities, especially those of you coming from a family-based business where it wasn't who you knew, or where it wasn't based on your gifts or talents. It was basically who you knew. Eight of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, there to the Three of Wands. So that was like a shitty idea anyway, or those of you Capricorns that you start dating somebody and it gets really messy really quick. Yeah, you need to learn to sever those ties or sever those connections and keep things very balanced. Work is work, play is play, dating is dating, friends are friends. Those of you in snake-prone areas, especially if that's not something you're familiar with, especially if where you're at abuts against like natural sort of foliage, you know what I mean? You're given like walking a trail, and it's just, I mean, it's just something that you need to pay attention to. You shouldn't be overwhelmed by it, but it is more situational awareness. Work, love, life on this as well. So, damn. You're getting that Whitesnake song. She was gonna be an actress. She was gonna be a star. She was gonna snake her ass on the hood of Whitesnake's car. But you're given like Python. Someone that likes like Python. Maybe they wear boots or belts or the purse or the... Some of y'all, it's like the miniskirt vibe. So it could be literally a snake or metaphorically a snake here with you. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's situational awareness, whatever the fuck. So... take what's yours, leave what's not on this, Capricorn. You know you. Those of you that don't let your partners get in there and just mingle into every aspect of what the fuck you got going on. Those of you avoiding work situations where that's what the promotions are based on more than anything else. So if you haven't gotten that promotion, but others have, I think you know the reason why. Oh, yeah, Capricorn, go back to the first reading. Something to do with Virgo vibes here. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. You need to be very mindful with that Ace of Wands. So, seriously, this is like a walking stick vibe. Or some of you, be mindful of the crutch energy when it comes to you. Who or what are you dependent upon and why? Some of you mindful of jellyfish. Mindful of jellyfish. If your situational awareness, Capricorn, is like shit, then you need to, I feel like you need to take your time and like understand a lot of basic things. Maybe before you embark on something new. You might want to go swimming in the ocean, but you could be someone that goes swimming in the ocean and swims into a bunch of jellyfish. Or you could be someone that's going on a hike and you like fall into a bush and get bit by a snake. This is like the situational awareness with you. And make sure that you're, I don't know, you shouldn't be overwhelmed by it. It just sort of is what the fuck it is. So those of you, if you're embarking on a new journey, sit your ass down, take the time that you need, and get versed in what you need to be versed in. Street smart and wise vibes here. Because some of you're dealing with rattlesnake energy here. This is given more rattlesnake than a copperhead vibe. Or some of you, by the water, it's like a water moccasin or a jellyfish. So, I don't know, before you embark on something new, you need to make sure you understand what the fuck that even means. Oi, Capricorn. I love your vibes, Capricorn. Take what's yours and leave what the fuck isn't. Who or what's your crutch, and why do you need that crutch? But I do feel like you need a walking stick, honestly. Just because. Just because. Alright, Capricorn. Weird vibes. But seriously, situational ship. You need to be paying attention. Because this is given, you can be stung by a jellyfish just wading in the water, right? So, I don't know, whatever the fuck it is that you're doing, don't go blindly into anything. Understand what you need to understand. So you're not distracted. Because you got some distractors. You got some distractors. Or you could be easily distracted, Capricorn. Wow, interesting. Thank y'all for showing up. You hit the like button. I'd appreciate it. Capricorn, take what's yours, leave what's not. Give yourself enough time. You need to allow enough time between something. 5s and 7s are lucky for you. 5s and 7s are lucky for you. So, Oi, Aquarius, what's up? Aquarius with the 3 of Pentacles. Oi, Aquarius, you in partnerships. You in partnerships. Aquarius, it feels like some of you are getting single, or you're soon going to be single, or you're going to wish the fuck you were single. Because I feel like my single Aquariuses are my happy Aquariuses. My single Aquariuses, you're starting to create some really interesting options or opportunities for yourself. Now, those of you who are happy in your current relationships or partnerships, this is you. Whatever you're interested in here. Those of you, those relationships or partnerships are definitely starting to, maybe some of you in that last Libra full moon that we had, things are starting to not quite work. There's like, it's like the transiting vibe or the retrograde energy with you. So maybe Libra's going retrograde in your particular astrology. The 7 of Cups, it's messy. Those of you dealing with a water sign, or those of you with strong water, rising or moon. The Wheel of Fortune. Look, my happy singles, or those of you that are living uncomplicated lives, I like this for you. There's the 10 of Pentacles. The Tower vibes. There's the Leo vibe. There's the 9 of Swords. Oi. Aquarius, someone fucks something up here. I feel like it's in a work situation with you, or if you're not mindful, someone fucks something up here. Leo drops the bag. Leo drops the bag. So that could be maybe Leo strong in your astrology here. Do you watch your favorite astrologer? Pay attention to your astrology, your individual astrology, whether that's Western or Vedic or whatever you pay attention to individually here. Leo drops the bag on something, and that just, for some of you, creates a Quite a messy situation, actually. Something becomes a hell of a lot more complicated than what it was in the beginning. Ooh, mindful if you're trusting the Leo, because the Leo isn't very trustworthy. You know this, but I don't feel like this is something that you're paying or you haven't been paying much attention to. Those of you in the passionate vibes, those of you that's all about the passionate, so that relationship or partnership, there's a lot of great ideas. You had a lot of great fun. You had a lot of great, it was rather exciting, but yeah. Once they kind of scurry off, because they almost I feel like a rat in Chinese astrology, because they're going to scurry off. They're a rat or a cockroach. Once they scurry off, you're going to be the one that's left with a lot of shit. That feels like literally if they're a rat. So maybe some of you rat droppings or mice droppings, right? Leo drops the bag and it changes everything. The Wheel of Fortune, there's the Five of Cups, there's a Magician. Yeah, so who come in and thought they were going to be the solve-all for you? But they really weren't. I don't know your life, I don't know your situation, but some of you, you were trusting the wrong person the whole fucking time. That's why I feel like those of you, my single Aquariuses, those of you that avoided taking the wrong option or taking the wrong opportunity, you're going to be thankful. Because a lot of those options or opportunities that were presented to you have now fell the fuck apart. You always pull a group vibe as well. You and Sagittarius. I don't know what the fuck that means. But with the Eight of Pentacles showing up and the Three of Pentacles, I feel like it's the work situation with you, or those of you that, I don't know, maybe you just have a shitty job. There's the Three of Cups and there's the Nine of Wands. There's the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, you should have put all that time, energy, and attention into yourself. Leo has some sort of a vibe on this. So figure out how Leo sort of aspects your astrology here. Or some of you are dealing with the Leo. They were very passionate. They're a rat. They're a rat in Chinese astrology. They're given rat or a cockroach vibe. Like literally a rat or a cockroach. Those of you that stayed focused on yourself, right? Some of you, it's a trauma bonding vibe. The Five of Cups Magician there to the Five of Swords. So someone that brought in false promise, false hope. It's someone that was able to really get you motivated. And at the same time, they weren't planning on sticking around for a long time. So this is like yeah, the motivational option or opportunity, the person that motivated you until they get tired of being motivational. Or some of you, it's with the Seven of Cups, they create that sort of smoke and mirror vibe. So when you're feeling vulnerable, it's like emotionally vulnerable. Those of you, I feel like it's a dating vibe, or if it was a work situation, some of you getting stuck in just shitty business deals or shitty business contracts, or some of you, you took that shitty job, but now you're wishing that you hadn't. Because Leo drops the bag. It's Leo drops the bag instead of Leo drops the ball. Because Leo makes a mess of something. Because instead of it being, because it's like Leo drops a bag of marbles and then that goes off and that just changes everything. That's why the Leo energy could definitely be astrological with you. So hopefully you have your favorite astrologer and pay attention to what Leo is doing. I do feel like my happy single Aquariuses, This is when things really start to work out for you, because you avoided the temptation, you avoided being sidetracked, you were able to focus on yourself. You weren't quite sure what you were doing or why you were doing it, but you knew you were meant to be different from everybody else. Because it's all about everybody else when it comes to you. That's why some of you, if it's like a shitty job or maybe a shitty friends group, or those of you that stay stuck in shitty situations for whatever reasons, work, love, life, family vibes here. I don't know your situation. Some of you really were trusting the wrong people any fucking way, because I don't know. I don't know if your situational awareness is shit or you're just kind of thick as fuck here where you're not paying attention to something. Aries, the 4. Yeah, you had to do this sort of metamorphosis that allowed you to make really smart choices. Aries, the 4 of Swords, the 10 of Swords, there's the 2 of Swords. Yeah, it's never lack of options or opportunities, but some of you, it's avoiding the shitty options. This wants to show up from a work perspective with you, so, I mean, I don't know if you've been wanting to change what you do for work, or you're kind of undecided anyway. Maybe you're wanting to go take more classes, or maybe some of you, you're at that junction where you're like, shit, you haven't been promoted. What should you do? What area sort of interests you as well? So you could be, it's almost like you have all these choices, or you have any choice that you want to make, but knowing exactly what it is that is, and making that choice, because that's going to be what ultimately makes you happy. This is all about you being happy. But it's definitely more of a focus on you being happy than dependent upon everybody else to sort of create that happiness for you. You would be interviewing, dating, auditioning, whatever the hell the vibe is on this, but not being easily sidetracked because someone has a great sales pitch, or because someone is really good at motivating you. Some of you would really suck at, like, if you got paid on commission. I don't feel like that works out well for you. There's something with the percentages of something as well when it comes to you. That's kind of when Leo drops the bag on something, which changes everything. Oh, some of you, your choice in partners, friendship, romantic, work, love, life. And there's the 7 of Swords. Leo factors into this. It kind of feels like from the astrology with you. Trauma bonding, those of you that get easily sidetracked, those of you that are a salesperson's dream because they can talk you into things that you don't really need. Some of you, it feels like from a work situation, someone tried to tempt you into taking an offer or an opportunity, which sounded really good. And then once you took it, you're like, definitely wasn't what you were thinking it was going to be. Hard work, less pay, and some of you not as glamorous. Not as glamorous as it appeared. Knight of Swords, the Page of Cups. Some of you that avoid a catfishing vibe. When catfishing shows up in your readings, loves, you either know what the fuck that is and you're mindful of that and you know every person that you're having a conversation with, or you've completely dropped the ball on that and you don't. So if catfishing overwhelms you, ghosting, catfishing, all that, you know, do with it what you will. Take what's yours and leave what's not. But mindful of the catfishing vibe. And there's the Queen of Pentacles. Mindful if you're trusting a Leo. Because that Queen of Pentacles, that feels like the bag that Leo drops. So, pay attention to something. Pay attention to something. There's the Three of Swords. There's the Knight of Pentacles. Kind of feels like you had moments where, I mean, literally everything was just like, you had to come to a complete stop and really think about a situation. And then from there, what you decided to do moving forward. You were either tempted or you opted out of a situation. Those of you that opted out of that situation are going to be thankful that you did. Those of you that didn't, this is when things are going to get interesting and messy, but they're going to be interesting and messier for you. So, Leo rising, Leo moon. Damn, Aquarius. I feel like it's my singles because it all stems around the cups vibe. But that could be whatever the fuck the cups is for you. Work, love, life vibes. Take what's yours and leave what's not. I'm on the right track, baby. I was born this way. So you were meant to be stingy about something. You get that your luck runs out type of energy, but I don't, those of you that don't necessarily believe in luck, because the elephant is lucky when it shows up, but not in this position. So those of you, you haven't quite gotten lucky yet. Because for some of you, what you thought was going to be a lucky situation, or you lucked into like the perfect option or the perfect opportunity, you really didn't. But again, luck is how you perceive it. Ooh. It's all about you being uniquely you and focusing more on you and less on everyone else or trying to be what everyone else sort of wanted you to be. Oh, wow, Aquarius, look at you. I like your vibes, but yeah, take what's yours and leave what's not. It shouldn't be overwhelming. It shouldn't be overwhelming. Like, thank y'all for showing up. You could hit the like button. I would appreciate it. Oh, who's next? Pisces, 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 Pisces. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Pisces, you didn't show up for Aquarius, so are you a cusper? Are you a cusper? Pisces, where are you at? Oh, Pisces, you're getting that song. Where you at? Where you at? Oh, I think you had that song before, didn't you? Oh, I like that. The shadow vibes with you. Oh, Pisces, keep doing your shadow work. Keep doing your shadow work. What's your favorite astrologer? It's almost like a retrograde vibe with you. Retrograde vibe or a transiting vibe or Pisces. Yeah, there's something interesting astrologically with you. Those of you, astrology and astronomy, Pisces, those of you, if you're, I don't know, it's giving the vibes a look up. So, I mean, yeah, religious energy with you. I don't know, whatever the fuck. You got a Leo that's overwhelmed with something. Or some of you, this is, this is like a weird retrograde vibe, but it's not like a Mercury retrograde. So, oh. Some of you don't over intellectualize a situation, or some of you, you're overthinking something that you really don't need to. I don't know what the fuck you got going on. It's kind of like philosophy, mythology, and then there's you. Some of you don't overthink something because it's something that is forever changing when it comes to you. So it's like your viewpoints, it's your attitude. It's, I don't know. It's like the things that mean something to you and then you change as you grow. Or some of you are listening to too much philosophy and you're getting all this sort of philosophy and not much of a grounded vibe. So Pisces, make sure that you stay very grounded and focused, and don't get sort of stuck in the ethereal or the esoteric, that you kind of stop making sensible choices, or you're not looking at things from a grounded perspective. I don't know if you started reading a new book, or you're taking a class, or you stumbled down a rabbit hole of something where it's a bunch of it's almost like a bunch of riddles. It's either like a bunch of riddles, or um, I don't know. You can overwhelm yourself, and you can keep yourself stuck or stagnant if you're trying to over intellectualize things that basically are going to be ever changing when it comes to you. So, your thoughts, your philosophies, your beliefs, whatever the fuck it is. This is kind of given, don't intellectualize, or don't try to over intellectualize like the poets and the prophets and all of that. Some of you, this could be what you're interested in. Maybe it's like a schooling vibe with you. Because honestly, the Four of Wands always gives like a higher education energy. So that gives like Stanford vibes, right? So those of you, I don't know, some of y'all quit taking them classes that are meant to sort of expand your horizons, but some of you, you can I don't know, take it with a healthy grain of salt and vinegar and move the fuck on. You know what I mean? There's the Ace of Swords. Yeah. Some things you can't overanalyze. Some of you quit. Maybe you're trying to overanalyze the fucking esoteric vibes, right? So take what's yours, leave what the fuck's not, and move the fuck on. Adopting and adapting that type of attitude, so that way you're able to make sensible choices and not be overwhelmed with things. Oh, Pisces. I mean, I love your vibe here, Pisces. Take what's yours and leave what the fuck isn't. But you can't overanalyze some things that really aren't. Some of you need to be mindful of taking those classes. It's like the philosopher that just creates a lot of really interesting philosophies, but they really don't have any. There's no answers to the fucking riddles type vibe. Or it's the philosopher that just philosophizes everything, but really, what's the resolution? There's the Queen of Swords and there's the Nine of Wands. Two of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, there with the Knight of Swords. To the Page of Cups, to the Five of Pentacles. Some of you, it kind of feels like there could be a bullshit option or bullshit opportunity wanting to present itself to you. And really, is that going to be like the best kind of option or opportunity for you? I feel like you're at a crossroads and you're trying to figure out what the best choice is, and you're overthinking it way too much. Some of you just need to take a little bit of time, rebalance, refocus. You need to be very centered and focused here as well. Because you know, the Sagittarius, one foot's on the grounded energy, the other one's there in the water. So, and then that going back and forth. This is given like you're studying something that's more of like an analytical type of a degree. So it's like what do they call it? A theoretical physicist, or you're looking at science, but then maybe you're trying to put another sort of perspective on it. Some of you, depending upon your intellectual capacity here, Pisces, this is the fucking philosopher that creates all these wonderful unanswerable philosophies or questions. And don't get stuck. Don't get stuck. Don't stay stagnant in it. Some of you, this could be a career option or a career opportunity, and now you're, you know what this is given? Those of you that like the Big Bang Theory. I feel like that would be your perfect, some of you from the astronomy of something, or the intellectualism of something, right? Like the Big Bang Theory. Others of you, if you like the TV show, it's kind of like that. You have all these super smart people that get stumped by things that really aren't that overwhelming. Now's not the time for you to be overwhelming yourself anyway. So, a little less on the... Some of you a little less on the unanswerables and focusing more on the things that actually do have answers and resolutions to them. Don't go down the rabbit hole. And some of you, don't take that fucking class that's going to keep you stuck or stagnant. If it's like a creative writing class or something like that, if that's not your thing, that's not your thing. Because there's something here about keeping you stuck, stagnant, or stumped. There's the Page of Pentacles, grounded and focused. There's the Two of Pentacles. Avoid that topsy-turvy energy. Watch your favorite astrologer, because that's almost like your shadow self here. All right, there's the Ace of Cups. And there's the Judgment vibe. This is things that are always changing. But the more things change, the more they stay the same. So, damn. I like this for you, Pisces, but at the same time, don't overwhelm yourself. Don't overwhelm yourself. There's this like mindful of this manipulation energy. Look, if you're not having great conversations, you're not having great, great conversations. Move on to the next. So that way you avoid this, some of you overanalyzing something. Because honestly, that King and Queen of Swords, they're not really your friends. That's kind of, it's kind of like you get invited to a party and someone wants you to be like the not so smartest one there. But this isn't what you're good at anyway. Some of you, there really is no good to it or not. It's like the unanswerable riddles. Know what your weaknesses are, know what you're good at, and focus on that. And some of you, that class just isn't your class. The Four of Swords, the Empress, there to the Five of Swords. Some of you, that relationship or partnership isn't the right relationship or partnership. So maybe is that it? Are you dating somebody that wants to create this sort of... There's like a classicism to this, or there's like an intellectual sort of vibe to this. Someone is a snob, but it feels like they're an intellectual snob. But it also kind of feels like they're full of bullshit as well. So maybe this is socioeconomic with you, Pisces, or maybe some of you this is an IQ thing, or maybe for some of you like an educational vibe. But that doesn't always mean anything. So, I don't know if you're dating somebody and they kind of have, a degree in like one of the Latins, or it's a language degree, or Lord help you if it's a philosophy. Some of you, this could be like a theoretical type vibe. Some of you, there could be a little bit of a religious element on this. Maybe someone went to seminary school. I don't know, whatever this is. They're an intellectual snob. They are an intellectual snob. And there you are. Learning, growing, and trying to understand something, but it's something that really doesn't have any understanding. Is someone dating somebody that's going for like multiple PhDs? This is like someone who is they're like an intellectual snob. But it's all in like the theoretics of something. Or it's Pisces, take what's yours, leave what's not. I know this can't be all y'all's. The Page of Wands, the Queen of Wands, there to the Queen of Cups. Third of the sun vibes. Oh my goodness, they're the third generation that's done this. So, oh sweet Jesus. Or someone could be going for 3 different degrees. Honestly, with that Page of Wands, a Queen of Wands there with the Queen of Cups. So they're more of a professional scholar than anything else. Or there's like an intellectual snobbery to this. Or some of you, I mean, for fuck's sake, if you don't understand something, don't stay overwhelmed in it. Because some of you, it's all theoretical anyway. And your thoughts and viewpoints on that are going to change as your life experiences change. Those of you wanting that creative job or that job that you think is going to be great, but you realize it's really not. I feel like there's a far better option or a far better opportunity where you're not going to be... Someone don't want you to be the smartest one in the room. But at the same time, it's not really that you're not the smartest one in the room. You just, it kind of feels like you know them riddles or them whatever the fuck, whatever someone postulates, that it's just a postulation and it doesn't really mean anything. Oh, you're a smarty pants here. I like this. Or those of you, if you're not a smarty pants. Some things are adaptable and movable as you go, and that's what makes things interesting. Some of you avoid those that are maybe a little bit more educated than you. Because there is an emotional snobbery to this. I don't know that it's necessarily a smarter vibe. This is just someone that poses the question but has no fucking idea what the answer is. But it sounds smart. Or they have a lot of great ideas and great concepts, but they really lack the follow-through of something. You're given the Big Bang Theory. But those of you, if you've studied the Big Bang, so maybe you like physics, right? Maybe you're a theoretical physicist. Or those of you, if you just like the fucking TV show, right? Some of you don't need to be in that group or that whatever the fuck this sort of vibe is. Because you can't answer the riddles or... some of you, you're overwhelming yourself with things that your thoughts and philosophies are going to change on as you grow, as you get more experiences, as you kind of understand things. Some of you get out of that fucking class and take a simpler class because, I mean, for fuck's sake, it's something that's, I don't know, it only makes sense because someone tells you it makes sense, and it only makes sense to them because they decided that it makes sense. Some of you might be overwhelming yourself in the esoteric, so maybe pull back off. You're watching a little too much tarot, or you're kind of overwhelming yourself with things that really don't have concrete sort of resolutions or answers to them. Stay grounded and stay focused, Pisces. That's where it's at with you. Or that's where you actually get more growth and more opportunities. All right, Aries, where are you at? Aries, Aries, Aries. Oh, thank y'all for showing up. You hit the like button. I would appreciate it. Aries, Aries, Aries. Hey, we want to go? Well, the Emperor come out, so let's just go with the Emperor vibe. So what's up, Aries? What's up, Aries? What's Aries got going on here? Aries. What's up with Aries? Aries, Aries. Oh, thank y'all for showing up. You hit the like button. I'd appreciate it. Ooh, Aries. Aries and Aquarius. Oh, the Emperor and the Star. You're getting your song. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius, the age of Aquarius. But you're getting the musical hair as well. So what's up? What's up? The Emperor needs a trim. What's going on here? There's the Ace of Cups. There's all this water energy. Oh, and there's the Three of Cups. Oh, okay. There's the Nine of Wands. I was gonna say, you're getting that song. Schlitz down the drain. Pop the champagne. Something isn't quite the celebration that it is. Two of Swords, you got Sagittarius. There's the Two of Cups. There's the Cancer vibe. Hey, these two wanted to come out together. The Fool and the World. Oy. Oh, Aries, who wants to overshadow you? Aries, you've been pulling this energy. I feel like make sure you're prioritizing yourself. Make sure you're not being tempted. You should be, it's kind of time for you to embark on your own fucking journey here. So some of you kind of moving away from being someone else's sort of point of attention here. I do feel like some of you are going to change your management, like literally changing your management team. Or maybe some of you should be thinking about changing your management team here. So those of you in management, those of you in upper management, or those of you that have management that works for you. The Three of Cups, there's the Ace of Pentacles, there's the Three of Wands, there's the King of Pentacles, these are the people that live off the crumbs. These are people, yeah, I mean, sweet Jesus, those of you. You got people that, they're only with you because you pay them. They're only with you because they work off the crumbs. Oy. They work off the crumbs. That's pulling a weird pigeon vibe. That's pulling a weird pigeon vibe. And there's the Ace of Wands. Pigeon or a parrot? Someone's always looking over your shoulder or on your shoulder. You don't have much time for self-reflection or really doing much on your own. Oh, it's a seabird vibe. Ooh, Jonathan Livingston Seagull vibes. Those of you, just like the seagull. Ay, sweet Jesus. Ay, sweet Jesus. Aries, what are you doing? Aries, smoke them if you got them. What's up? Ay, the Five of Wands. Ah, that makes sense with the seagulls or the penguins. So whenever you throw your scraps out, these are the people that fight for the attention of that. When was the last time you fed the birds? When was the last time you fed the birds? This is giving seagulls vibes. So those of you that live by the water, it's giving the seagull vibes. But what's those? Isn't the seagulls that'll come down and like take the French fries out of the tourist hands, or if they're sitting there eating, that come down? This is kind of that vibe with you. Oh, Aries, success is there, and then you got to deal with everyone else or everything that comes with it. The Queen of Cups, the Queen of Wands. So you got the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands that's missing you and wondering where you're at. But there you are. Ooh, good spa vibes. Good spa vibes. Happy, healthy, take care of yourself, super smart choices. Mindful of who's in your vibe as well. It feels like you need a sabbatical from those around you that are far too dependent upon you. But this is people that just are, they're dependent upon your crumbs. So they're all secondary with you. So you're the boss, or you're the one that creates these options or opportunities for everybody. Kind of feels like you need to reel that in. You could have a strong Pisces rising or a Pisces moon. You know what saying you're getting on this, which is odd. The seagulls follow the trawler in hopes of sardines being thrown in the sea. So, ooh, there's a lot of game playing vibes on this. Something to do with Pisces, though. I don't know. Sit your ass down. 8 of Wands, the 10 of Wands to the 5 of Pentacles. I to the Empress. I to the Five of Swords. Changing your management or changing who the fuck's in your vibe. I feel like this worked for you for a while, but now it doesn't. Or some of you, something or someone's worked for you for a while, but now it just doesn't work anymore. What happens if you just take a break, you take a little sabbatical, and you pull your energy back? You always show up Aries rising because I don't feel like some of you have gotten this success yet, or some of you, if you've had this success, this is when things start kind of plateauing for you. And you're kind of looking at things and you're kind of wondering, what should you do? You are pulling a weird William Morris green for those of you that, if William Morris means anything to you. Yeah, it's given like that vibe. I feel like you need to create a little bit of that Seven of Cups smoke and mirror vibe, honestly. Just so you, that's like a good steam. That's like a good, those of you, spa treatments, take care of yourself, moisturize, hydrate, exfoliate, wear your sunscreen, take care of yourself. Some of y'all just take a little sabbatical on your own. So maybe this could be like a digital detox for you. The Hermit, there's the Hangman. And there's the Ten of, oh, so some of you need to tighten up things anyway. So some of you seriously changing your management or paying attention to what the options or the opportunities are. There's probably a lot of things that you can kind of get rid of right now that really don't change anything with you. So if you were kind of complacent, some of you recheck your payroll. Some of you go through and recheck like subscriptions or shit like that. Or those of you, if you got a lot of people that do work for you, maybe like go through and figure out, do you really need all that? And what are they really doing anyway? If this is from a business perspective, you're going into a new job, this is going to be what you're doing anyway. Don't let people know what the fuck you're about here. Don't let people know what the hell you're kind of... I feel like you have a game plan. I feel like you're... Whatever your focus is, this is something that you've kind of decided to do for yourself. It feels like a decluttering, but in a very... It's almost got a Zen vibe to it, or where this is just what you need to do. Emperor and Empress, as always, boss vibes. And those of you, if you're going from assistant to a management position, this is going to be what you're going to be met with anyway. Some of you changing management, and some of you just need to go through and like figure out what the fuck you're even... What do you got going on? Why do you got that going on? What's coming in, what's going out, and why? I don't feel like you're in the conversational mode yet. I feel like you're still kind of easing into this, I guess would be the proper vibe on this. So before you make those decisions, you're gonna... It does feel like take a little break. Take a sabbatical. Some of you, maybe a good spa vibe. A lot of steam. I feel like the Seven of Cups with you is good. It kind of cleans the pores out. A lot of you, it allows you to think better. It's more of a relaxing vibe. Yeah. Oh, and then there's the Tower vibe. If you're cross-watching for an Aries, and maybe they're your boss or soon to be your boss, or those of you, if it could be a friendship vibe. And Aries kind of fucked off and started doing their own thing. There's a reason for that. Aries, those of you, you kind of need to fuck off and do your own thing here. If it's a work situation, it kind of is what it is. Or those of you that have way too many people dependent upon you. Like, seriously, with the Five of Cups, the Five of Swords there with the Five of Wands, I feel like you got a barista or a bartender. You got the Five of Swords. That could be hair, makeup, nails. And then you got the Five of Wands. So those of you, if you're going to 2 or 3 different exercise classes, you got everyone. Some of you, you're the excess with you. You need to cut that shit out. Because why? Five of Cups is given bartender, barista. Five of Swords, hair, makeup, nails. Or those of you, you have the colorist, you have the person that cuts your hair, you have the person that shampoos your hair, you have the person that fucking blow dries your hair. Do you really need 3-4 fucking people to do what one person should be able to do? The Five of Wands, if you're taking a bunch of exercise classes or different things like that, how many gurus do you really need? Those of you from a work perspective, this is boss vibes. Eight of Swords, the Ten of Cups, Eight of the Ten of Swords. This is going to be a little rough for some of you, but I think you'll be just fine. Ten of Swords is kind of giving acupuncture as well. Take a break, take a sabbatical, peace, love, and light the shit out of yourself here. And make the changes that you need to make. You are given the smoke 'em if you got 'em, but take what's yours and leave what the fuck isn't on that. I feel like that's the Seven of Cups energy with you, honestly, Virgo. Or Aries. Aries, yeah, the emphasis there is on Virgo with you. King of Swords, Queen of Swords, there with the Six of Pentacles. Oi. Some of you mindful of those shitty fucking contracts, because the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords have already made some choices here. To the Six of Swords, to the Sun vibes. Are you getting single? And now you're kind of, oh. There's a lot of people aren't going to be happy. You could do hair, makeup, nails, or you're like in business. Because honestly, the Five of Cups feels like a bartender or barista. Five of Swords feels like hair, makeup, nails. And the Five of Wands is those of you that go to more than one exercise class. Now's not the time to juggle, and now's not the time to bring in anything or anyone new. You need to micromanage a situation first. What does that shows up for some of you? Micromanaging a situation before it starts to micromanage you. I think that's you, Aries. So those of you in management, most definitely, right? Those of you in management, this is a day-to-day vibe. But maybe if you're taking on a new option, a new opportunity, make sure you carve out time for yourself. King and Queen of Swords aren't happy, though. But the King and Queen of Swords are kind of never happy. So... Oi, Aries, 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 Aries. Aries, Aries, Aries. That is giving a smoke 'em if you got 'em, but those of you, if that's not what you do, it's like the Seven of Cups. You need to be in that Seven of Cups. So you have a lot of options. You have a lot of opportunities. You could be changing up vendors or changing up where you go or who you used to. Maybe some of you, these are the places you used to go. So if you're newly single, you're having to change up your barista, your bartender, your hairdresser, your nail technicians. Those of you, the Five of Wands, where you used to exercise. Because the Five of Wands is given like an exercise vibe. Yoga, Pilates, things like that. Anyone that uses the term guru, because some of you, I don't feel like you need 2 or 3 fucking gurus. You know what I mean? So, this is like a good transformation energy with you as well. It feels like you're consolidating things to make things simpler. So it's almost like you're going into a minimalism or a minimalist approach. So maybe you're redecorating as well. Oh my goodness. What the hell was that designer's name? What was her name? that went through and started painting all the Victorian woodwork white. What is her name? She completely changed everything by going in and painting all the Victorian houses white. She got rid of all the stodgy woodwork and started painting them white. Oh my goodness, what the fuck is her name? That's kind of given this vibe, and going with more of a minimalistic approach to things. So you could be rebranding. Or some of you, maybe now's the time to rebrand. I do feel like you need to go through and check out what you have going in versus what you have going out. Especially if you got more than one barista, bartender, hairdresser, nail technician, or guru, exercise person. Oy. My goodness, Aries. Take what's yours, leave what's not. Things could be difficult for you, or you could start to simplify things so things aren't that difficult for you. It's kind of like who the fuck was that designer that went in and started painting all the Victorian woodwork white? What was her name? Was it Edith Wharton? Ooh. Interesting. Take a little vacation, take a little break. Some of you a really good spa day. You're in the 7 of Cups, so you have to do some cleansing. You have to do some cleansing. Those of you, if you can, like a steam room vibe. I'm liking the steam with you, but maybe you're getting like a really good facial. Oh, Aries, Aries, Aries. Those of you in management, yeah, everyone is dependent upon you, but it's like the scraps that you give. That's why you're pulling a weird pigeon vibes, but some of you, you're pulling a seagull energy. So those of you that live by the water. But it's the seagulls that'll come and like take your french fries from you. You know, it's that type of vibe. These are all people, places, and things that you know. Or those of you, if you're taking on a new job, these are people that you're going to know. You got some interesting choices. It is like a simplification of things. So, oi, Aries, 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 look at you. Aries, Aries, Aries. I had the 4 Cups. The Knight of Pentacles. The 7 of Swords. The Judgment vibe. Sagittarius. There's the 2 of Cups. Someone isn't as faith-based as you are. This is pulling a weird Taurus energy. But whether I was going to do a Taurus reading or not. There's the 9 of Wands. There's the Chariot. There's the Queen of Cups. And there's the Queen of Wands. Over top of that is the Ace of Swords, Temperance Angel, the 4 of Wands, the Knight of Swords, the Emperor vibe. They're at the 2 of Swords. 7 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords, the Lover's vibe, King of Swords. They're to the 10 of Cups. Ooh. This is someone that they're not as religious as you are. They're not as faith-based as you are. That's a conversation you're having, or some of you, that's kind of the whole fucking point of this. Aries, Sagittarius, Gemini, and Cancer. Queen of Swords, the 8 of Swords, the Tower, the 10 of Pentacles, the Hangman, the Virgo vibe, the 7 of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles. Mindful of the Taurus energy. Six of Cups, there's the Hierophant, there's the Page of Cups, there's the Queen of Pentacles, to the King of Wands, to the High Priestess, to the Seven of Cups, there to the Libra vibe. Someone isn't as higher vibrational as you. Those of you, when it comes to that relationship or partnership, there's like no religious energy on this, and that's why very mindful with the Hierophant energy. Keep it higher vibrational. The wish fulfillment is different. The wish fulfillment is different on something. Those of you, if you are a Gemini, Taurus cusper, right? This is kind of that vibe. Some of you, it isn't that happy 10 of Cups. So, sit your ass down. Those of you that are more spiritual based, most definitely. Keep it higher vibrational. Because the Taurus energy isn't as... they don't share the same religious views as you. It's not wish fulfillment. Nine of Cups, the Knight of Cups, there to the Scorpio vibe. It's a stubborn horse energy. So, pay attention to what the horse in Chinese astrology means to you. Those of you that are a horse, it's like the stubborn horse. But it's also like the jackass vibes here as well. So, enough on that. Leo is stubborn. Or Taurus is stubborn. Those of you Gemini, Taurus cuspers. Some of you, someone isn't as religious or spiritual as you are. Or some of you, that 10 of Cups isn't going to mean the same thing. So, I don't know, if it comes to the Taurus vibes with you. But that's not a happy, healthy kind of vibe. Because it's not pulling a religious energy. Not in the way that it should. Or even like much of a good boss vibes. Hey, Geminis, what's up with you? Oh, Geminis, what's up with you? Those of you Gemini, Taurus cuspers, what's up? Those are my Geminis who are religious? Or maybe you're pseudo-religious? Oh, the Page of Swords there with the Pisces moon. Oh, Geminis. You got a lot of cross-watchers. But they're like the two dogs barking at the moon type vibe. So, damn Geminis. What the fuck? Ooh. Ooh, what's your favorite astrologer, Geminis? What's your favorite astrologer? This is where your energy is different. I love your vibes, Geminis. Take what's yours, leave what's not. And some of you, it is not that relationship or partnership you are currently in. That's been showing up for you, though, Geminis. So take what's yours and leave what the fuck isn't, right? Your cross-watchers aren't happy, but your cross-watchers, there's more than one. But it is literally the two dogs howling at the moon type vibe. And then you always got the ubiquitous Scorpio there with the stinger. So, Lord have mercy, Geminis. That's that unconventionally lucky energy, Geminis. Do what your favorite astrologer. Those of you with the oddity in your astrology, I like that. You pay attention to something that's different and unique, and I feel like that's worked out really well for you. Pisces usually gets that. I always tell Pisces to pay attention where Pisces is at in their astrology, so that way they don't overwhelm themselves and overshadow their decision-making. So, Geminis, whatever the fuck that is for you. I do like the lucky horse vibes, Geminis. So, This is kind of like metaphorically betting on the horses. Ooh, Geminis. So what's up? There's the Nine of Wands. So definitely a no X energy for you, Geminis. Keep moving forward. Yeah, I like the Chariot vibes there. I like the Archangel Michael energy as well, Geminis. There's the Queen of Cups. Oh, there's the Queen of Wands. Hey, that could be your cross watchers, Geminis. Water sign and a fire sign. Oh, well, for fuck's sake, we got 3 queens. Oh, Geminis, you got 3 queens. And then you got the you got the Chariot vibe. Oh, there's the Page of Cups, there's the Hierophant. There's the 6 of Cups. There's the 9 of Cups. Ooh, Geminis. Look, some of you, with the Wheel of Fortune coming out there with the 9 of Swords there with that Hierophant vibes, Geminis. No, you're not lucky, you're blessed is kind of the vibes. So when was the last time you heard that Nicki Minaj song? Some of you, I feel like you need to, that needs to be your new theme song. So, Queen of Cups to the Queen of Wands is the Knight of Cups. Oh, and there's the Scorpio vibe. You're attracting some interesting attention here, Geminis, but some of you, someone is messy and the whole energy around it is messy. So don't overwhelm yourself just because an option or an opportunity wants to come in for you. Because it feels like there's something far better. Those of you with the fucking +1s, I keep telling you, the one you go to that party with isn't going to be the one you end up with. Or that isn't going to be the relationship or partnership that's going to bring you the best happiness. But again, take what's yours and leave what's not. Those of you that's dating, there's choices you need to make. Those of you who are happily single or you're happily in those relationships or partnerships, you're not cross-watching for anything, or your partner doesn't feel the need to be cross-watching what you got going on here, Geminis. I like this. No, you're not lucky, you're blessed. Those of you with even the tiniest bit of religious optimism, I guess, when it comes to you, Geminis. I don't know, take what's yours and leave what's not, right? Oh, yeah, because religion, philosophy, mythology, astrology, and sci-fi. That come out with the Leo energy. There's the 3 of Pentacles. Some of you, the person you go to that party with or that you're working with isn't the one that is going to be the better option or the better opportunity. You need the person that's as creative as you are and as unique as you are, instead of someone that's just kind of... Some of you, they're just mediocre. I mean, they're not necessarily bad, but some of you, they're not necessarily the greatest. There you are, just doing yourself, working, looking good, feeling good. Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands. Well, you got the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. So you already got 3 queens, and then you got Archangel Michael right there. So, Lord have mercy, Geminis. And there's the 5 of Pentacles. It's never lack of, but some of you, it's not that relationship or partnership that you're in. But you know that, or whoever the fuck is cross-watching your situation knows that. There's a lucky horse vibe here. 6 of Wands, the Knight of Wands. Those of you, if you do like the Kentucky Derby, because that Ace of Cups is giving a mint julep vibe, loves. So for the few of you, the bet on the horses. Page of Wands to the 8 of Wands. Four of Cups, 2 of Pentacles. See, this is where someone wants to complicate something, or this is where the vibe with you is kind of weird. Not choosing that relationship or partnership. This is like your stock rises and splits, or your stock splits and rises type vibe here, Geminis. So, I don't know. Some of you, it's not that relationship or partnership you're currently in. But you know that, or your partner knows that. Someone knows that. Hopefully you figure that out before you get sidetracked here, Geminis. Oh, damn. Your energy is so fun and interesting. Take what's yours, leave what's not. The happiness here is the happiness you create for yourself, and whatever that is, Geminis. With the Chariot energy being up there, that Cancer vibes with you. That's like Archangel Michael. Or those of you, whoever, whatever kind of inspires you, right? It doesn't have to be an archangel. But whatever that equivalent would be in religion, philosophy, mythology, or sci-fi with you, Geminis. You're like moving through the energy, though. Really, Geminis. And listen to that Nicki Minaj song, No, You're Not Lucky, You're Blessed. Yes. I feel like that could be your motto. Or others see that as being your motto here, Geminis. But it's not a lucky in love, because you're never lucky in love. So you might meet somebody and things are great, but that never, for some of you, it's not lasting. Especially with that Three of Cups energy there, Geminis. And you literally have three queens here. So the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. None of which are your friends. So, ooh, Geminis. Keep it higher vibrational. And avoid the Taurus vibes with you. Because this is like the oddity with you, Geminis. Your happiness isn't dependent upon a single relationship or partnership. But those of you that are dependent upon that relationship or partnership, especially those of you that are currently in a relationship or partnership, that's the distinction here. Those of you that aren't thirsty or really couldn't give two fucks, I like that for you. So you're dating a lot, you're out there, you're having fun. Keep dating, keep going out there and having fun. Yeah, see, this always shows up, those of you that are in a relationship or partnership, and someone needs to get single. But I don't feel like you're having that conversation. Oh, We Belong Together, Mariah Carey. But that always pulls the Pat Benatar song. You can't always get what you want, but you get what you need. There must be 50 ways to leave your lover. So, Geminis, take what's yours, leave what the fuck isn't. Those of you in a relationship or partnership, it's not that relationship or partnership. I don't know which one of you keeps cross-watching who's fucking vibe, but you need to have that conversation. And that's those of you that's in a relationship or partnership. This isn't like a rhetorical relationship or partnership. You're in a relationship or partnership, and it's not working out for neither one of you. But at the same time, neither one of you is going anywhere. And some of you, it's not the person you go to that party with that's going to be the best option or the best opportunity. Find someone who's as interesting and creative as you are. And you need to be having great conversations here, Geminis. If you're not having great conversations, on to the next. On to the next. You need to be moving through this energy pretty quickly and not staying stuck or stagnant. And whatever the Archangel Michael energy is with you, or whatever that would be the equivalent of religion, philosophy, mythology, astrology, or sci-fi vibes, Geminis. Look, the right option, the right opportunity shows up at the right time, and you're not going to doubt it. But some of you, there's a few of you, they're going to be religious. There's going to be a religious vibe to them. Or whatever that equivalent would be when it comes to you. Those of you, if you like sci-fi, they're going to embody that sci-fi sort of character that you like. Or those of you that like mythology. So, again, whether it's religious or whatever your sort of philosophies are here, Geminis. Because you always get that scene from the movie of the angel smoking the cigarette at the bus stop. And it's a beautiful rom-com from the 90s. So, getting single, staying single, or mindful of the crosswatcher vibes. Because the crosswatchers are the two dogs barking at the moon. So, And you got 3 queens here, Geminis, but you're not the queen in this scenario. You're the Archangel Michael vibe. Oh, what's that song? Dun, dun, da, 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 dun, dun, da, 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 dun, dun, da, 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 dun, dun. What's that song? Dun, dun, da, 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 dun, dun, da, da. I can't think of the song. Pennies from heaven. So, oh, good luck, God bless, take what's yours and leave what's not. No, you're not lucky, you're blessed. Yes. So, what's your favorite Nicki Minaj song? Oh, good for you, Geminis, 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 Geminis. All right, thank y'all for showing up. You'd hit the like button, I would appreciate it. Absolutely beautiful. Take what's yours and leave what's not. Some of you know it's not a relationship or partnership that makes you happy. Are you looking at your last 3 failed relationships or partnerships? And some of you, it's not the lack of loves. But sometimes you don't need to be so thirsty. That's why the Ace of Cups keeps showing up for you. Moisturize, hydrate, exfoliate, and wear your sunscreen. Aye, sweet Jesus, Geminis. Look, Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. Those of you that do not date water signs, I feel like you're smart. I feel like you're smart. But that's given the energy of you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. Those of you that know that saying that someone said to Marilyn Monroe, thumbs up for you. I don't feel like this is the vibe that you're in. If someone's cross-watching like the astrology with you, things are working out. Do watch your favorite astrologer, Gemini. Western, Vedic, and Chinese, and stay focused. And with you, it's whatever oddity. So it's whatever you personally pay attention to. So maybe you're not fully into astrology, but maybe you pay attention to one sort of particular bit of your astrology. That's the oddity with you, or some of you, that could be, maybe it's your superstition. I don't know. It's whatever makes you unique, Geminis. It's whatever makes you unique. Oi, Virgo, 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 Virgo. Oh, the world, the Fool, there's the Aquarius. Hey, where's Virgo hiding? Virgo, where are you at? Where are you at, Virgo? Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Oh, is Virgo like in opposition to something here with the world vibe there with the Fool? Where's Virgo at? Why does it feel like Virgo popped out for a smoke? What the fuck? So Virgo is doing a disappearing act or a vanishing act on something. So Virgo's the magician with the 7 of Cups. Really, Virgo? Mindful of the Virgo matchmaker. Mindful of the Virgo matchmaker. The Hangman, Virgo, the 7 of Wands, there to the 9 of Pentacles. So Virgo, that's the salesperson, or Virgo that's trying to set you up on a date with somebody, or tells you this person would be the perfect sort of, maybe it's a work option or a work opportunity with you, but honestly, with that Page of Cups, so, oh, they could be a bartender or a barista, or this is the person that tries to play matchmaker to everybody. Oh, Virgo. I don't know. It feels like you might be. So I don't know if you're cross-watching for a Virgo. Mindful if they keep trying to set you up on a date with somebody, or they try to sell you on an option or an opportunity. Virgo, maybe this is this when it comes to you. Kind of feels like you stepped outside for a smoke. So you're bringing like a 7 of Cups energy here. So, I don't know. Virgo? Who's trusting who? 3 of Cups, the 8 of Pentacles. There's the... Yeah, who's trusting who? 5 of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles, the 6 of Wands. Oy, some of you trauma bonding. The 6 of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the King of Wands. There to the 8 of Wands. Oy, sweet Jesus. Virgo, who's playing who in this situation? Virgo is like a salesperson. But Virgo works for themselves. So whatever the fuck Virgo does, they do on their own. They're very good at what they do, but what they do isn't always like good. You know what I mean? It's kind of giving that vibe. Some of you mindful of trauma bonding, and some of you now just isn't the fucking time. You need to sit your ass down and prioritize the situation first. Especially when it comes to options or opportunities. There's like an oddity in your astrology. Make sure you're paying attention to that, especially with Pisces. Pay attention where Pisces is at. Mindful of the Virgo salesperson, or mindful of who's trying to sell you on an option or an opportunity here, Virgo. I feel like if you're cross-watching for Virgo, you need to... Virgo is very successful on their own, but they're also dependent upon selling like the idea or the concept to somebody else. Honestly, the 8 of Pentacles to the 5 of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles, some of you now isn't the time to be making those decisions, especially around the 3 of Pentacles. So, you need to take some time before you make a decision on something. And it kind of feels like you need to diversify, honestly. So, don't use the same person for like every sort of project or opportunity that you have going on. You need to diversify something. Just so you're not it's like you're not using the same fucking people or the same sort of... Some of you, it's the Virgo vibe, but the Virgo knows someone that does everything, but they get a percentage of. They're a barista or a bartender. They could be a barista or a bartender. Or this is someone that you meet for drinks, coffee or drinks. Right? Sit your ass down. Now's not the time. 4 of Wands, the Ace of Swords, Judgment to the Temperance. Some of you, it literally isn't the right time. Who is your voice of reason and why? Some of you now isn't the time. So literally, you're now just isn't the time for you to be making these decisions. It's just not. You need more time. So this is like, I don't know. It's like trauma bonding, or those of you, you got to figure out something first before you start making some decisions. That's what the smart energy on this is. So, you need to be mindful of the person that has somebody for everything. So they're going to come in and act like they're very helpful for you, but basically they're just like playing into the vibe here. So it's kind of like they want to make things seem like everything is going smoothly, but they're not. I feel like you're good. Some of you just need to sit your ass down. Now isn't the time. Like, you need a King or Queen of Swords to talk something through here. So that you need to know, you need to just take a moment. Take a moment, take the time for yourself. And mindful of the person that has like a resolution for everything. And they like do everything. So they got their hands into a lot of different sort of options or opportunities. Those of you that's dating, it's definitely mindful of the who's trying to play matchmaker with you. Oh, there's someone you need to meet. Oh, this is someone that you would like. Huh, some of you need to be mindful of the matchmaker vibe. I don't know if you're the Virgo, you're cross-watching for Virgo, or whatever the fuck this is. Now just simply isn't the time for you to be making any decisions, except focus on healing and taking the time that you need. That's just with the Four of Swords, the Ace of Swords, Judgment, there to the Temperance vibe. Now just isn't the time. Some of you, you don't need to be making these decisions or even thinking about these decisions till Sagittarius season. Because there's a wobble. You had a wobble with the Three of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles. Things are good, things changed, and then this is the Virgo energy wanting to come in. Or those of you Virgo, I don't know, it feels like if you're cross-watching for Virgo, but take what's yours and leave what's not. You need to sit your ass down. Because things aren't messy or complicated for you right now. You don't need all the extras. You don't need all the extras. Sensible advice is sit your ass down. Now's not the time to make those decisions. Because A, you don't need to, and some of you, it's just not the time. But you don't have a King, Queen of Swords here that's kind of giving you, like, really good advice. There's the Two of Wands. Five of Swords, the Empress, the Queen of... King of Swords to the Three of Swords to the Seven of Pentacles. Some of you, mindful of who someone even recommends to you. I feel like you need to find your own before you start doing something instead of going to somebody that someone around you knows. So, some of you, it might be better if you travel for your advice. Or you find somebody that isn't connected to somebody that knows you or somebody that knows a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend. Some of you, this isn't the type of occasion that needs to be what you're focused on. You kind of need to find somebody that's out of your network, honestly. Just so you are making some really sensible choices here. Damn, some of y'all be messy as fuck. But some of you, you're not messy as fuck. But if you're not mindful of who you're listening to, who has like a solution for everything? But the same solution they give to you is the same solution they give to everybody else. So everyone that they recommend to somebody, they have some sort of agreement going on there. So it's not exactly the best advice. And some of you, it's like really the shittiest advice you could get. Kind of feels like you need somebody out of your network or somebody that isn't sort of, they don't know you, you don't know them, and that's the best kind of advice you could get from this situation here. Instead of somebody that, yeah, they know everybody, but there's a reason why they know everybody. And it's not going to benefit you. So you need to talk things out, work things out, and get sensible decisions. And most of you, the decision is going to be, now's not the time to be making those decisions. It's really not. It's really not. The Queen of Swords, the Knight of Swords, there to the Queen of Wands. Wow. Virgo, take what's yours, leave what's not. I don't know if you're cross-watching for a Virgo or Virgo when this comes to you. Mindful of one that can help you resolve all your problems. Because they're going to create some sort of not such a positive vibe with you. You do need someone out of network. It's coming out of network, but I feel like it's just new. You don't know them, they don't know you, and... You'd probably get the best advice. Alright, for fuck's sake, Virgo. Alright, for fuck's sake, Virgo. Good luck, God bless, take what's yours, leave what the fuck isn't on that. That's an oddity. Hey, Scorpio, what are you doing? Scorpio. At least Scorpio, there you are. 4 of Wands, Scorpio, Cancer with the Knight of Cups. Hey, Scorpio. Some of you, I don't know who the fuck you are. Some of you need to Uber it because you just need to Uber it. You need to Uber it. You need to Uber it. Some of you mindful of where the fuck you're going anyway. Mindful of the temptation vibe here. You're pulling a weird emperor vibe. So those of you, when it comes to the work situations, dating in the workplace, or your boss is always your boss, HR is always HR, and Scorpio, sit your ass the fuck down. There's the 9 of Cups. You're successful. You're successful. I feel like you got that promotion. You're getting that promotion. You're starting to get all this attention, and you're looking good for all the wrong reasons, and you need to make sure that you're making super smart choices here. Now is not the time for you to be easily distracted, and do your shadow work. You know you. You know you. You know what you need to be mindful of, and you know what your kryptonite is, loves. So take what's yours and leave what's not. Some of you, the party vibes, or some of you, who you date, how you date, and why you're dating them, or a friendship vibe here. Because whoever's in your energy, they're not exactly liking the fact that you're getting options, you're getting opportunities. So you got a lot of fake ass motherfuckers around you. And take what's yours and leave what's not. 7 of Swords, there's the 2 of Wands, there's the 2 of Pentacles. There's the Page of Pentacles. There's the Pisces vibe. See, that's the thing. I feel like success is already yours. You just have to basically stand there and not do anything. But those of you, if you can't juggle, this is the person that wants to... They want to create a little too much of a wobble energy with you. Because I feel like you're already successful. Or you're getting that option. You're getting that opportunity. But not everyone that celebrates with you is celebrating because they like this opportunity you created for yourself. Queen of Wands, Ace of Wands. Or Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. The 5 of Swords there to the Empress vibe. Yeah, you've been so focused on this. And you've been really good at making like really smart choices. But everyone's waiting for you to fuck up a situation here. Pardon the French. I feel like, I don't know, if you're not cussing, whoever the hell is talking about you is cussing a lot, Scorpio. Yep, there's the 9 of Swords. There's the Page of Swords. There's the 8 of Swords. Now's not the time for you to wobble. Now's not the time for you to make a misstep. Now's not the time for you to lose the momentum that you have going forward. This is, I feel like for a lot of you, this is where you tend to fuck it up. Or this is where you tend to get the yips. Or this is when you could get to be maybe a little too overconfident, and you don't need to. I don't feel like you really have to challenge yourself at all. And that's the whole point of this. The thing is, I feel like their success, don't fuck up your success. You're pulling Sagittarius. Some of you, this is when you get the yips. Sagittarius, the Judgment, the Page of Wands, there to the 9 of Pentacles. Those of you with the party vibes, or those of you that date and you tend to date the wrong people at the wrong time, I feel like you need to be single. or you need to be very mindful of who you're confiding in, who you're partying with, and some of you who the fuck you're dating. Because that is definitely a relationship or partnership that isn't that isn't going to be a healthy vibe for you. Some of you, it really is. Your boss is always your boss. HR is always your HR. So, you know, maybe don't date in the workplace, or mindful of who you're confiding in. This is where you tend to fuck it up, though. This is where you tend to fuck it up because you're not making smart choices. Some of you need to Uber it. You really do need to Uber it. Leo, Taurus, the world, and there's the King of Swords. The voice of reason is sit your ass down, focus on what you need to focus on, and don't fuck this up. I feel like that's the advice you would get. If you're even remotely religious or spiritual, this is like, it's given that vibe. It's given that vibe. Some of you mindful that religious energy, this is like Old Testament vibes. So, really? That kind of be what your ancestors would say. Or maybe they're not like a religious person, but there's something, this is like the Old Testament vibes. That's why it's some of you, fuck the dramatics of something. Because it's not that dramatic a vibe. I feel like this is where you get the yips, or those of you, the Sagittarius Cusper vibes. Damn, Scorpio. I mean, take what's yours and leave what's not. You don't... It's like you got this success, don't fuck it up. Now's not the time to fuck it up. And whatever that means when it comes to you, Scorpios. That is weird. Leo and Taurus is definitely given Old Testament vibes. But I feel like if you're... It's kind of like if you're not a religious person, or those of you, this could be like your ancestors' vibe, or this is what you kind of grew up with. So maybe if you're not a religious person, you were used to like the Old Testament type of energy. You know what I mean? Everything is just a little too dramatic. But it kind of feels like, even with this energy, everyone is trying to tell you not to fuck it up where you normally fuck it up, is what it feels like. Some of you it's dating, some of you it's partying, some of you it's dating in the workplace. Your boss is always your boss, and HR is always your HR. So who are you confiding in and why? And some of you, that's not a smart move. Doesn't even need to be dating vibe. Who are you confiding in? I feel like you need to sit down, shut the fuck up, and just keep prioritizing yourself. Especially those of you newly promoted. Not everyone is celebrating with you. Not everyone is celebrating with you. But they'd gladly show up at your party and drink for free. You know what I mean, Scorpios? So, boy, I feel like it's a work situation, and you just need to be like the example of all examples. Prim and proper, looking good. You're not challenging anything. You're just blending right the fuck in. You're avoiding those that want to create trouble when it comes to you. You weren't the only one wanting that position. I mean, that's kind of the vibe on this. So for you to be naive or acting naive, I mean, what is that? There's a competitiveness to this. You get the option, you get the opportunity. Not everyone's going to be happy with that. But you also need to make sure that, you know, you're setting a good example here. street smart and wise, and you know you. You know you. So take what's yours and leave what the fuck isn't, because it all ain't gonna fit for everybody. But, you know, you're cross watchers. You're doing really good. You're making things work. Or some of you, you need to get your footing first before you start trying to do anything else. So now just isn't the time, and you know this. Those of you that experience the yips, this is where you get the yips. But that's the sort of the Sagittarius influence with you. So those of you, if you're a Sagittarius cusper Scorpio, this is where you get the yips. You're so good. Maybe those of you Scorpio moon vibes. I mean, you're so good. Things are working out for you. Let them continue to work out for you. But you do need to be mindful of who the fuck you're confiding in. Who you're confiding in and who's in your confidants. Because HR is always going to be HR, and your boss is always going to be your boss, and your boss's assistant is always going to be a boss's assistant. The friend of the boss is always going to be the friend of the boss. So good for you, Scorpio. It's a successful vibe. You just have to be smart. And you know other people wanted the option, other people wanted the opportunity. So that shouldn't be overwhelming to you. This could be a new situation, or this could be an older situation for you. Oh, Sagittarius. You're between Judgment and the Two of Pentacles. Oh, wow. Tricky situation. A tricky situation for you, Sagittarius. Hopefully you're making some really smart choices. Four of Pentacles. Who's micromanaging who on this? Who's micromanaging who on this? Because the Four of Pentacles is kind of giving a micromanaging vibe. But I don't know. Are you being micromanaged? Are you micromanaging somebody? Ay, look at that. The Two of Cups. Ooh, this is an emotional manipulation. Ooh. What's your favorite astrologer? Some of you, now is not the time to date. I don't know why you keep trying to date. It's not the time. King of Wands, there's the Knight of Cups, there's the Tower vibe. There's the Eight of Cups. This is when you always find yourself kind of feeling lost and forlorn. And it's all because that was the wrong option or the wrong opportunity with you. Those of you with a little bit too much of an overemphasis on, I don't know who's cross-watching who here. But damn, who's micromanaging who or what's being micromanaged here? It's definitely a relationship or partnership. But you haven't met them, or you don't know them, or your conversation is sort of vague as fuck anyway. And take what's yours and leave what's not. 10 of Wands to the 5 of Wands. To the Magician, they're the Ace of Pentacles. Look, you're working hard already, and you just keep going into, like, situations or things that just really are shit for you. There is this energy of catfishing and ghosting. Just because you got the Two of Cups there with the Seven of Cups, and then you got the Knight of Cups there with the King of Wands. Things aren't working out. Who or what is the vibe with you? I mean, I don't know if this is a work situation or those of you just, someone isn't who the fuck they appear to be. They never have been, but I don't know how much that you know them. Sagittarius, you know what I mean? There's the Hangman, there's the Three of Pentacles, there's the Eight of Pentacles. There's the Five of Pentacles. Look, this is where you always find yourself. You always find yourself feeling lost and a little... It is given that sort of lost and forlorn, but it's only because you're choosing shitty options, you're choosing shitty opportunities, or you're not getting the clarity that you need. Some of you need, like, really good conversations, and you need, like, good conversations and bad lighting. Those of you that's dating a lot and you always say you have shit luck in dating, but it's because there's way too much of an emotional manipulation going on. I don't feel like you have like old school dates. Some of you need old school dates. You need to sit down, have a drink, have coffee, have dinner, you know, instead of those of you, some of you off the dating apps. That could be the High Priestess energy. Some of you could be focused on a dating app and you're just kind of, I don't know, you keep going from one fucked up option or opportunity into another one. And some of you, you're really not making smart, sensible choices here, Sagittarius. Take what's yours and leave what's not. That's those of you that's in and out of relationships or partnerships that don't work. But they weren't designed to work anyway. They were more like distractor vibes with you. And the messages are for those that need it instead of those of you that aren't easily sidetracked here. You know what I mean? Work, love, life vibes on this. I don't know what the hell you currently have going on. But, yeah, avoid being... some of y'all don't know your situation. The King of Pentacles is the King of Pain. There's the Three of Wands. There's the Two of Pentacles. There's the Page of Swords. And there's the Page of Pentacles. Like, some of you, now isn't the time for you to be doing anything. I don't know why you're overwhelming yourself or why you're overthinking a situation. Someone has you overthinking a situation, and you don't need to be overthinking that situation. When your natural sort of instincts are guiding you any fucking way. Yeah, look at that. Nine of Swords, the Seven of Swords, there's the Capricorn. Look. The Emperor, the Empress is always your kryptonite. That's the one that helps you make your decisions that aren't the smartest. They are relationships or partnerships. One is pretty much the same as the others. So it doesn't matter whether it's a past relationship or partnership or it's a current relationship or partnership. They always help you make the wrong decisions. They always help you make the bad decisions. And you always end up stuck in that Eight of Cups, feeling like you missed out on something. Although I feel like that's what you need to be paying attention to. Someone making you feel like you missed out on an option or an opportunity. Sagittarius. Some of you, I feel like you should fucking know better. So I don't know your life. I don't know your energy. I don't know what the fuck you got going on. But it's a bad idea anyway. And some of you, you date people that come up with the bad ideas. That's Aries energy with you. Emperor or Empress. Work, love, or life energy on this, because there's the Ten of Pentacles. All of your exes are the same. All of your exes are the same. All of your mistakes can all come down to the same sort of person. Or the same, it's the same thing. That's why I make sure you're doing your shadow work here. All of your decisions come down to the same shitty people or the same relationships, partnerships, whatever, whoever you're listening to. That really, they give you very bad advice. The year of the horse could be positive for you if you avoid the Five of Wands. Kind of feels like trusting when the horse gets spooked. Because this is the vibe that you're currently in. There you are in the Ten of Wands, going up against the Five of Wands. Things are continually messy. Someone is creating options or opportunities for you, which are fake-ass options, fake-ass opportunities. And there's the Ace of Pentacles. Some of you, that leads to the King of Pain vibes. So, I don't know. Whatever the hell this is someone that's expecting something from you. Or someone that's hiding something from you. Or someone that you continually let help you make really fucking stupid decisions. But they're not the one making the stupid decisions. They're helping you make those stupid decisions on your own. And I say that because they're not smart choices. They're not smart choices for you. Work, love, life, friends, family. I don't know, whatever the fuck this is with you. They always give you the shittiest advice, and yet you continue to listen to it. Or you continue to trust them. It's the Aries. But Aries is your kryptonite. You need to trust when the horse gets spooked as well. So I don't feel like you're trusting your own instincts or intuition. I don't know. You always end up in this energy. So you always end up stuck, stranded, alone, and heartbroken, and boo fucking hooing to everybody because your wish fulfillment didn't quite happen. But where's the Aries at with you? Where's the Aries at with you? Oi, take what's yours, leave what's not, loves. This can't be everybody's, and you know your kryptonite. So y'all need to be making smarter choices and pay attention to who or what you need to pay attention to. Or not pay attention to those that you don't need to be paying attention to, that continually give you very bad advice. Those of you dating, maybe you're pulling a catfishing, babe. So, you know, take what's yours, leave what's not. I don't know. Who's micromanaging who? Who's micromanaging who in this situation? What's your favorite astrologer? Like, anything else before we go? Anything else before we go? What do you need to know? What do you need to know? King of Swords with the Eight of Wands. Ace of Swords to the Four of Swords, to the Page of Cups, to the Fool vibes. Trust your instincts and trust your intuition. This is almost giving you hear your favorite song, or you hear the song that kind of inspires you. So I don't know if you got your music on shuffle, or those of you, it's like the random song that shows up that kind of, you know, it's kind of like a inspiration for you. So trust that one. Trust that one. Queen of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, right to the Judgment vibe. The Queen of Swords wants to create a fork in the road vibe here. Queen of Swords is they bring a stinger vibe. So mindful of that Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, there to the Judgment vibe. They're there to distract you. They bring a stinger vibe. They bring a stinger vibe. So it's they're pulling like a bee energy. As in like the bumblebee or a wasp type vibe, you know what I mean? Or maybe a scorpion. Page of Wands to the Nine of Pentacles to the Four of Cups. They could be a bartender or a barista as well. There's the Leo. There's the Hierophant. Oh, you need to avoid the temptation. You need to avoid the temptation. Some of you, when was the last time you took communion? All right, what's your favorite parable? What's your favorite parable? Those of you that like the songs that are kind of like story songs, so maybe you're listening to folk music or country music, or those of you, maybe it's Gregorian chants. This could be the shanty vibes. Those of you that like the Irish shanties. You remember that song? Oh, no, no, no. That type of energy. Maybe it's a classic rock. What's your favorite parable? What's your favorite parable? Some of you, if you don't trust the vibes of the restaurant or the bar or the coffee shop, I mean, like, go on to the next. Because there's something, the bartender, barista, or the bee energy, you need to be mindful of. This is like a parable energy with you. So if you're religious, then maybe you're looking at things from religious sort of parables. If you like religion or mythology, whatever the fuck. Whatever parable. Or those of you that like, I feel like the music is almost the parable vibe with you. Especially if you like the songs that are basically uh, in story form. Maybe some of you, this is like the podcaster energy. I don't know, trusting your instincts and trusting your intuition on something. The Queen of Swords isn't giving you good advice. It's kind of it's the bee energy. It's the honeybee vibes. It's a wasp energy or whatever the fuck that would be when it comes to you. Or bartender or barista. Some of you keep moving along. If you don't like the vibes, keep moving the fuck along. Trust it. Oh, because the angels are guiding you. Or some of you, it's your fucking intuition. It's your intuition. Maybe you're listening to like gospels or religious songs, or those of you by binaural beats or Gregorian chants. I don't know, whatever the fuck this is. It's an odd thing. It's an odd thing. Well, you're at a crossroads, and some of you just need to keep moving forward, not get sidetracked. Leo, the Hierophant there with the chariot. I don't know if this is kind of like don't stay too long, or some of you maybe miss your exit on this, or those of you, if you don't like the vibes, this is seriously, if you don't like the vibes of something, this is all vibrational and you trusting your instincts and trusting your intuition. Go on to the next. This is kind of given like a restaurant, a bar, or a coffee shop type vibe. Honestly. Wow, seriously? There's the Four of Pentacles, High Priestess with the Ace of Wands, there to the Queen of Pentacles. There to the moon vibe to the magician. Look, I feel like this is, yeah, trust in the vibes of something. It's given like a parable energy. So this is, you've heard this before, or this is something that you should be mindful of. So it's kind of like you experience a deja vu, but you experience a deja vu for a good reason. Because this is kind of given, so I guess the fortune teller's right. I should have seen what was there, not some holy light. But the parable energy could be how you, the parables of the Bible, the parables of mythology, those of you. There's like the storyline, but you know the storyline. And however that resonates for you. Oh, yeah. You're getting Bob Seger vibes. You're getting Bob Seger vibes. But those are like the story songs or the classics. The classics. Aye, good luck, God bless. Take what's yours, leave what's not. Don't make things more difficult for yourself here. And some of you, if you don't trust I mean, seriously, if you don't trust the vibes of the, whatever the fuck this situation is, then, you know, move on to the next. Maybe go to the next exit or find a better place. Because that's not going to be a good opportunity for you. All right, good luck, God bless. Thank y'all for showing up. You hit the like button. I'd appreciate it. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Aye, the Eight of Swords, the King of Wands. There with the Seven of Cups. The Tower, the Knight of Cups, there with the Knight of Swords. Something's going to seem rather counterintuitive, and you need to go with the flow on it. You know what song you're getting, which is interesting. Free, free, set them free. Free, free, set them free. But it feels like, I don't know, trust your vibes on something. Mindful of that King of Wands, because they create that sort of illusion and confusion energy here. And we are coming up on a Scorpio full moon, so y'all know with full moon vibes, let alone with full moon being in Scorpio. So, moisturize, hydrate, exfoliate, wear your sunscreen. Now's a good time for a detoxing, a cleanse energy. Take what's yours and leave what's not. Trust your instincts and trust your intuition. It's a good cleansing vibe. It's a good cleansing vibe. And something's going to seem rather counterintuitive. So those of you that trust your instincts and trust your intuition, that's that Knight of Cups there to that Knight of Swords. Yeah, there to the Seven of Wands. Odd superstitions, or you're just making super smart, healthy choices here. Those of you that like the Farmer's Almanac, or those of you that you study like astrology and astronomy, and you kind of have some odd superstitions. Trust them odd superstitions, because this is kind of giving odd superstitions. It's a good praying vibes. Maybe some of you take communion if you haven't taken communion in a while, because I don't see the Ace of Cups. This is a good cleansing vibe with you. So moisturize, hydrate, exfoliate, and wear your sunscreen. Yeah. All right, good luck, God bless, take what's yours, leave what the fuck is it. Peace, love, and light.